No.
Let's do this.
All right. Happy Tuesday. You are listening to Real Talk with Karen Stacy live on MiamiMikeRadio.com. And happy Tuesday for any of you here in New York. It's fucking cold. We were supposed to have like a blizzard today, and I didn't see a speck of snow, rain, or anything, which I am forever grateful for. So for all of you complaining that live in Florida and everything, that you have a cold front and it's 70-something degrees, you know my favorite line, right? Go fuck your mother. No, I didn't mean that. No, I'm just saying. I don't want to hear that you're cold, because I got to tell you, I don't mind being cold, but when the weather is like nasty out, it's nasty out. So I want to say thank you, because first of all, I have my girl Maria here with me, and she had a little ways to drive. And I was actually concerned about her getting here because of the weather. Prior to this, we were confirming. So, I'm the mama doll for anybody that knows me. So I always, I wanted to make sure she was okay. Not everybody is comfortable driving in inclement weather.
No, it's fine.
And I just wanted to make sure that, you would be okay.
Thank you.
So we got to all say
Thank
hi.
You for your concern.
And make Maria feel a big Real
Hello,
Talk
people.
welcome.
To all my friends.
Yes, and thank you for everybody that is tuned in. Again, we are live on MiamiMikeRadio.com, and we are live in my group on Facebook. And God,
I know.
So far they haven't kicked us off yet, so that's a good thing, right? I guess the trolls are quiet this evening.
Yes. Oh no. Wait, give us some time.
Yes, absolutely. So, it's we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah,
we got a lot to talk about.
No kidding. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, first of all, like I said, thank you. I appreciate you making
no
riding
problem.
over here. And
it's an honor to be here with you.
So we have. Before we go, we have like I said, a lot to talk about, and the two of us have no problem talking. So we're gonna who's gonna talk the most at this point? Go
ahead.
But I'm just trying to you and I, it was 6 degrees of separation, because we met through social media,
right?
But we know a lot of the same people, but we know a lot of the same people, not just friends on Facebook type of thing. Well,
personally,
right?
We know
some of them are. But so I think it was 6 degrees of separation, and we have a lot of like I said, people in both of our worlds, and we just kept kind of missing each other in the real world, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And so I think we actually just had reached out to one another, and then we realized how many people we had in common, and a lot of things that we had in common, right? And so I am always looking to have awesome people on the show. So people that can talk and will be real, and that will interact and bring something to the table.
Right, of course.
So when I read a lot, I saw a lot of your posts about things. I saw a lot of stuff on social media, and I was like, okay.
Very interesting.
Yeah, okay. And, then when we finally talked, again, we learned that there was 6 degrees of separation all the way around.
Yes.
So why don't you, first of all, you've watched my show before, and you're looking at my notes, and you're like, what do you mean, who am I?
I can't even.
You can't
it's
cheat.
so blurry.
It's so blurry.
Are
you kidding me? This thing is freaking
I have to go like this.
Look how big.
I can't see.
It's got to be, and I got to take mine off to see, so it's pretty funny.
Hi, Julie. Love you, girl. I'm sorry, go ahead.
That's okay. So now, my first question always, because I want the listeners to know who they're listening to, is who the hell are you?
Just a girl from Facebook.
Just a girl from Facebook.
No, I'm Marie Antoinette. I live in Queens. I have 3 kids, and
how old are your kids?
27, 25, and 21.
Holy cow, they're all big. They're grown.
Yes, all grown.
Are they with you?
I love you guys if you're watching. Mommy loves you.
No, Thanks for letting me steal her for tonight.
Yes. No, they live on their own. They're all on their own.
Oh, nice.
So, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's cool.
Yes.
You know what? It's so funny. My son wanted to get out of the house a little bit yesterday, and for some reason you can't be Italian on a Monday because no Italian restaurants are open on a Monday. Okay, so my son wanted to go out to eat, and he wanted Korean food, and I'm like, or Japanese food, and I love both of them, but I am so sick of it. I was like, I need like red wine and like a solid meal. So none of the Italian restaurants are open on Monday. It was unbelievable. So we ended up going to a pizzeria, which is actually, and you know what? I was very disappointed. We went to one in the neighborhood that's actually really, really good. And I didn't order anything crazy. I just had the yen, and I didn't know whether I wanted eggplant parm or chicken parm. So, of course, Karen being Karen, I asked for both. So they did. They gave me like one chicken cutlet, and they gave me the eggplant. Now, I'm very picky about my eggplant. I don't like it when it's not like the flour and the breading. You got it when it's just like a thin sheet of mush. I don't like that. Mm-hmm. Okay, so if I haven't eaten the eggplant there before, I got to go easy with it because you never know. If I ordered a whole thing of that, I would have thrown up.
Right.
And then the chicken cutlet was like freaking rubber. Like it wasn't like it wasn't thin, it wasn't crispy, and it was gross. But anyway,
have you eaten there before?
Yeah, but but their pizza's always good. But I was trying not to carb it out, you know. But anyway, why was I telling you that story in the first place? I have no clue. Because why was I saying that? We went to get see what happens? I'm getting old. You and me both. I was talking about Monday, and I was talking about going out to eat with my kid, and I know that because you brought up right.
Yeah, so, I brought up my kids.
Right. Okay. So now we're sitting there, and these 4 kids walk into the pizzeria, and they're young. They're probably like, I don't know, 12-ish, 12, maybe 14. And like, you know, I'm looking at them and they're by themselves and they're up to no good. And I turned around, I looked at my son, I go, I am so not ready for that. And he looks at me and he's like, well, Mom, you know, you're going to have to brace yourself because in a couple of years I'm going to be doing that. And I was like, you don't want to just stay with Mommy? And he's like, Mom, I will always make time for you. He's like, but yes, I want to go with my friends. And I'm like, all right, I'm not ready for that yet. I need time.
It goes fast. It definitely goes fast, without a doubt.
I can imagine. So it makes me a little bit nervous, to be honest with you, because I'm not ready for that.
Well, things are different now. They're a lot different than they used to be when we were growing up. So,
shit.
You know,
and I don't know if that's better or worse. Like, better or worse? What do you...
I think it's worse now than it was us growing up. Back then, it was so different. Everything was just not the way it is today. The way all the social media, all this stuff that's going around politics, and it's just everything is just different. It's not the way it used to be. There's no interaction anymore where kids go out and they play, you know. Now it's just everything. You go out and everybody's on their phone. There's no socializing like that. You go to a club and you're dancing and people are on their phone. Yeah. You go on a date and they're on their phone. Ugh. So it's just very different now.
No, you're right, and that's scary because they're going to have to solve, you know, world peace at some point. Absolutely. And they are not going to know how because they have no social interactive
None
skills.
At all. None.
So it's really alarming.
Yes.
You know, and so, like I said, in that respect, not the social media aspect, but at least the fact that you can always get a hold of them is a little bit different.
True.
When we were younger, we were out, right?
They had to just scream.
Right. They always would scream.
Our name, yes.
But very different.
Yes.
You know, very different. But that was why I was telling you my story yesterday, and I was just so pissed off that the food. How do you not make? I mean, a chicken. You know, come on.
It's very easy to make, but people don't have like the same ingredients. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
everybody makes their thing. Everybody makes everything different to their liking. So you know,
I get it.
If you don't like it, somebody else might like it, and that's just the way it is.
I don't know.
You know?
I can't. I don't know about that, but it is what it is. But
exactly.
I was just. There's nothing that pisses me off more than going out and spending money on food, especially that I could have made myself.
Well, yeah.
And it sucks.
I know.
That makes me insane in the membrane. There's a lot of stuff. Like, I would rather take the money and just fucking light it on fire and burn it than spend my money on bad food and bad service. I don't know. That's just me.
So don't go there anymore. Go somewhere else.
No, I got it. I mean, lesson learned. But it's offensive to me. I can't help myself. I am so offended when I get bad food.
Well, you know what it is? People probably don't have that many complaints about the food, so they keep making it the same way.
Who knows? Or maybe whoever was supposed to be there wasn't there. I can't say for sure.
That's true.
But my son enjoyed it, and
at least he liked it. That's what
what mattered. And their pizza's usually pretty good. That's true. I was trying not to be a fat ass, so I tried to get something else. Yeah. Meanwhile, I get eggplant and chicken palm. That's no fat ass there, but there's less carbs in it, so I guess right. That's my rationalization.
Absolutely.
Oh, well. All right. So anyway, so now you're a mom.
Yes.
You have 3 kids. Yes. And what else? What else?
I'm single. I don't date. I don't trust anyone.
That's all. Here we go.
Here we go. It started.
Here we go.
It's true, though. It's like I'm single. I haven't dated in a while because for me to sit there and tell someone my life story again is like, no.
Yeah.
I'm happy where I am now. I don't have drama. I don't have anyone to really think about. I just go about my day, go home, go to sleep, hang out with my kids, and then that's it. If God wants me to meet somebody, then I meet somebody. Right now, this is just the way it's going to be for a very long time for me. So,
Well, and now you said you're a hairdresser like me, right?
Yes.
Now, do you...
I have a license. I haven't done it in a while.
Okay.
So, it's something, I'm going to renew my license, of course, but that's something that maybe down the line, because I don't want to go take the test again.
Oh, my God, I know. That's so retarded.
So retarded.
I know.
Right?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's not politically correct. I don't think I'm supposed to say that.
Oops.
Okay. Oops. No, I know. I just got the thing in the mail, and I'm
going to get mine too.
Yeah, and I said, you got to do it because, could you imagine?
You got to take the whole thing over again.
Could you imagine doing pink curls now?
I was just going to say that. Oh my God, no.
The pink curls and that fucking skateboard roller set. Oh my God, I'd shoot myself in the head for sure.
Oh my God,
no way. We're not doing that.
Never.
So we got to renew.
Yes.
Okay. So how do you spend most of your days?
Well, I have my own business. I do clean houses.
Oh.
So, yeah, I know my kids.
I should have had you come over earlier.
My kids think I'm crazy. My kids like, oh, because you're filling a void. No, it's because I like to clean. I like a clean house. So, once I got divorced, I said, you know what? I was cleaning the house that I was living in. I said, let me try this. So I started putting out my flyers. And one thing led to another. And now I have a lot of clients.
That's awesome.
And yeah, I make my money that way,
All right, so if anybody needs their house cleaned, what area do you work in?
I'm mainly Long Island and Queens.
Okay.
It's under Maria's Cleaning. If you go on my Facebook page,
there you go. So you got Queens and Long Island. So she is Maria's Cleaning, and that's on Facebook as well.
Yes, if you go on my Facebook page, you'll see it. It links right to it.
So Maria is tagged in this video, which means that you can just click on her name and then you can find it from there. So anybody in Queens or Long Island that needs their house cleaned,
here I am.
Now, I'm shit out of luck because I'm not over there, but that's all right.
I'll make a special visit.
Oh, you're the best.
Oh, thank you.
Excuse me. I'll invite you over. I'll cook for you.
Oh, that would be great. Finally, someone's going to cook for me.
I won't make bad chicken cutlets either.
Right.
Nothing worse than that.
I know.
All right. So you mentioned how you were married that was your
no, that was the first one.
Okay.
That one was many years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, but the last one, I think
Yes. We learned this again in our 6 degrees of separation.
Yes.
Happy, joy.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, it was very interesting because when you and I physically spoke, and you told me about our mutual friend. It was definitely, I was like, no way.
Yes way.
Hey, listen, this is why I always say it's so important, in my opinion, to be a good human. Because when you're a good human, all these things come back, right? Well, actually, no matter what, if you're a shitty human or a good human, they're all going to come back.
Yes.
So I feel like if you're a good person, then that speaks volumes. And somebody, especially nowadays, there's always going to be somebody that knows you.
Yes.
That's really what has happened at this point. Even if you look on Facebook, for instance, you do they always mutual friends, right? I don't even know half the people on Facebook that I'm friends with, but we have anywhere from 3 to 100 mutual friends.
Yeah.
So it's crazy how even if you don't know the person, somebody you know knows the person. And which is good especially in certain respects, especially if you do online dating or something like that. Because, no, I'm just saying, but at least, if you see that and you're like, holy shit, oh, they know this person, oh, they know that person. You know when it's bad? When your friend decides to date the guy you're dating.
That's never happened to me, but
yeah.
I wouldn't even know what to... No, I wouldn't even know how to react to that. That's something I would never do, personally, because it's not my thing, but I don't know. Some people do that. I don't know how they do it, but.
So my feeling about that is this, and I'm not even going to go into the other thing, but here's my feeling.
Good.
Here's my feeling on it. Okay. Yes. This is my feeling. To be quite blunt, there's enough. All right, I don't know.
I think I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say, but I don't know if you want to say it. You can, right? Can you?
Yeah, there's enough cock out there. There's enough pussy out there that you don't need to go where someone else has gone before that you know and are close to.
Right.
That's my feeling. And yes, granted, if the situation was different and maybe you guys had this ridiculous connection and whoever they were with previously just wants the person to be happy or whatever, maybe that's different. But in my I couldn't be with somebody knowing that they were with somebody that I was friends with, good friends with or whatever. I don't know, I just would feel bleh.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. It's I don't know.
I don't know either. I can't explain it, but it just gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Because how do you hang out with your friend and that person? When
even if you're not. For instance, I had a situation with somebody, and they were with my best friend at that point, and then me and my friend weren't speaking or whatever. You were with. I just can't. Every time I look at you, I'm gonna think of you banging her, and I'm gonna throw up in my mouth, and I can't do it. So I don't. That's just my feeling, and it's like girl code, and there's supposed to be guy code, right?
Is there such thing anymore? I don't know.
What?
Guy code, girl code.
Well, the code is
go. The code is
fuck it.
Exactly.
Yeah, fuck it. Exactly. Every man for themselves.
Exactly.
The code is anything goes, right? Well, you're listening to Real Talk with Karen Stacy live on MiamiMikeRadio.com. And my guest tonight is Maria.
Hello.
And this is Real Talk. And as Maria had posted on her Facebook page, she said anything goes. So, that is really the situation. Anything does go. I know we got a lot of comments over here. Of course, I can't see.
Hi, Maureen. I love you. I hope you feel better. Mwah. Kisses.
See, we got a lot of love on the airwaves.
I know. MPA Barbara. Hi, Helen. Hope you're feeling better.
See, and look, and I'm not speaking nicely right now. We got all this love, and I'm not speaking nicely. That's all. All right. Well, what could I tell you? This is what I do.
Yeah.
They call me the bad girl of Miami Mike Radio. So it is what it is. Look, it is what it is. All right. So you definitely seem to have a strong social media presence. Okay,
I do.
So well, yeah.
Okay.
And so do you know a lot of people?
Some, yes, from growing up. I have relatives in Sicily. My Sicilian familia, if you're watching, ti amo, kisses. I mean, I don't know a lot of them, but I've met a few of them, like when I went out, but it's just Facebook. I mean, you get a lot of messages, you get a lot of people who like love you and want, that kind of stuff, but I just keep my distance and, it's just like I said, it's just Facebook. I'm not on Facebook to meet anybody as far as like a love interest or dating, because that's what Facebook is now, dating.
Yeah, I guess I'm lucky. I guess people just...
No, it's not me.
I think people just think I'm just a bitch. So they,
oh my God.
Like, it's funny because I hear all these people and everybody's like, oh, you got to see my inbox and you got to see this. And I'm like, really? I don't get that. And I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I get a couple of stragglers here and there, but mostly people, I have no idea who the hell they are. They're from like Ajwanda or something. So
you know what it is? You try and be nice to them. You try and answer, politely. Mm-hmm. But then when you let them know you're not interested in a nice way, then all the words come out. Oh, you're stuck up. You're this, you're that. No, it's just I'm not interested. Right. And that's just the way it is.
Right. So,
get
because
over it.
You're not
Move
interested.
on to the next one.
Because you're not interested, you're stuck up.
Exactly. Or you're the C word.
Right. Who do you think? Right.
Exactly.
You think who the fuck you
are.
are.
Right. And at that point, I just, like if they leave stupid comments, because, my kids are on them, regardless whatever pictures I post, it's not like anything dramatic. I mean, there's women out there that post, their ass is hanging out.
Right.
But a little cleavage doesn't kill anybody.
Listen.
But if somebody's going to leave a bad comment, I'm not even going to entertain them. I will just delete you, block you, and then that's it. And then they send messages.
But by now.
What is that? To the spam or whatever? Oh, I'm so sorry. No, it's too late already. Like, you disrespect. Once you disrespect me in a certain way, you're done. And I'm done with you. I don't care if it's a guy, if it's a girl. I don't care who it is. I'm done with you. And that's it.
Yeah.
That's the way I was raised, and that's the way I'm going to stick to it. So
respect. There's a
word.
Wait, there's a word that we should look up and Google and ask freaking Siri the definition
of respect,
because I think
loyalty, commitment.
I think people don't know what that is anymore, and it's become okay. That's the thing. It's become okay.
Right.
I mean, so does that mean that you don't appreciate dick pics?
I'm going to be honest with you, and I know my kids are watching, but in my whole lifetime that I've been on Facebook, I've gotten one.
Really, on Facebook?
One, I don't want to say the word, deep pic. And yes, and then I told the person off, and I made sure that he saw what I wrote, and then he apologized, and by then it's just too late. And then I just block.
That's so
funny. And that's
funny.
it. Just one, that's it. A lot of my girlfriends are like, oh, I got this, I got that. I like I said, just one, and that's it.
Well, on Facebook, that's insane. What am I like hiving out here? Am I all red? What happened? Yeah, wow, all right, let's cover that up. Yeah, it's the hickey I got last night. No.
Wait, what's that?
I'm only kidding. I'm too old for that shit. I don't know what happened. I think I'm like, I'm breaking out into hives.
I'm sorry. Do you want me to move?
No, I'm kidding you.
I make a lot of people nervous.
Listen, it takes a lot more than that, kid.
Exactly.
It takes a lot more than that.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I was just curious. No, that I've done a lot of shows on dick pics. And I have like recapped and said, we do not send dick pics. Mm-hmm. We don't want to see it. The only...
Or can I just interrupt? Or
no, go
I
ahead.
Can't even take it. I can't. This freaks me out. Or when they sent not one, but maybe 2 or 3, 4, of shirtless. Like, what are you doing? And is that supposed to impress me?
Yes.
Like, whether you have a 6-pack or the dad bod, whatever it is, those things don't impress me. I don't care. Am I going to fall in love with you because you got a 6-pack, an 8-pack? No. Am I going to fall in love with you at all? No. So don't even bother.
Apparently, see, the only advantage that you have to a dick pic is you know if it works or not.
God.
That's how I feel. That's the only advantage. Like, oh, okay, so it does go up. It works. Okay, great. But other than that, I mean, I just don't understand. And I've spoken about this a lot. So I was just curious if you got them or not. Right. You know, what? I don't get that. I mean, if that's your man and you're playing and he wants to send you something because he's thinking about you or whatever, that's different.
Right. But to send a total stranger a pic like that, are we supposed to get turned on by that? Are we supposed to
and you know
frame it on the wall and look at it?
Apparently. Yes, you're supposed to worship it.
No, I don't don't think
You're
so.
supposed to worship
I don't
it.
think so.
And I will tell you this. You know what I do? When I would get them, thank God I stopped. I think maybe all the people that were sending it to me watched my show and realized I didn't appreciate it. I would grab my phone and show it to my girlfriend. Look at this. Look at this.
My God.
Look at this. And I would laugh and look at this. Look at this one. Look at this one. And that's what I would do. Because what are you going to do with that?
It makes no sense. It's just stupid.
What are you going to do with that? You're going to say, wow, this guy is awesome. Look at his cock.
What about what does his face look like?
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
why I don't know you. If it's not mine, don't send it to me. That's all. No, thank you.
So,
I'm good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's, so anyway, all right. So, most of the people that you know, so you're saying you know them from Facebook and all of that. Mm-hmm. I mean, I do see, you do post some stuff and like, what inspires your posts?
Just what I'm thinking of that day. I really don't post. I used to post a lot of
stuff.
Stuff.
You got quiet.
Yeah, just because, like I said, it's Facebook. People are always going to say something about something. So at this point, even like with my pictures, I slowed down with it because some people are just like, oh, your pictures are filtered, or they're this, or they're that. And it's like, you know what, get over yourself.
Yeah, but I'm looking at you and there's no filter here and you look...
But people say that, they have to pick on something.
No, I get it.
I mean, I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect in life. So who cares what I look like? If you don't like it, unfollow me and don't comment. You don't have to put your 2 cents in. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. And a lot of people think that their 2 cents is needed.
But it's not. In my case, it's not. Because I will, just like that, I will get rid of your ass.
You know, a lot of, and it's funny because said that. Oh, one of my guests was like, oh, when you are on and you're live, do people, comment? I said, yes, they do. She goes, oh, but what if they're gonna, like, I don't want them to attack me. I've done this. I said, attack you? I said, first of all, most of the people that listen to the show are supportive. They're not attacking.
Right.
And if we are talking about something, I always say, right, let's agree to disagree. Mm-hmm. Okay? So I'm cool with that. You don't agree, that's fine. I did have somebody once, I think, that said something disrespectful, and all of the people on the feed, I didn't even address it. They went after this guy, like, right away afterwards. And I was like, oh my God, okay. So really, there's not a lot of negative. I mean, there's going to be stuff because you know what? Once you open the door,
right,
you can't control who walks in.
But no matter what you do, someone's always going to judge you. No matter what it is. No matter what you wear, no matter what lipstick you wear, your hair's this way, your ass looks that way, you have too much boobs hanging out. Someone's always going to judge you. So, you know what? You live your life the way you want and screw everybody else.
This is true. I mean, why do you think that that's the case?
Because that's just how everybody is. I'm not saying everybody, but a majority of people that I've known from when I started living in Brooklyn, oh my God, the judgmental it's because you look a certain way, they think you're a certain way, that you're stuck up.
Yep.
Or it's either you're too quiet or you're stuck up.
Yeah.
Or you're too friendly or you're a slut or you're this. It's like, where's the happy medium?
True.
What do you do?
It's very true.
Like, what do you do?
It's very true.
It's true.
You know what? You're right.
True. You get judged.
You can't. You're damned if you do.
Exactly.
You're damned if
you
don't.
Of course. So what do you do? Like,
you got to be you.
Thank you.
You got to be you.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what the sad thing, though, is that, my dad said that to me over the summer. I was, going through some stuff. And he says, Karen, just be you. And you know what startled me when he said that? Was I almost was like, wait, who is that again? Not because I don't know who I am, but because of all the things that you just said.
Right.
Because, like, just now when I was joking around and I said, oh, yeah, that's retarded. Like, that was wrong and I shouldn't have said it. And somebody on a yellow school bus is going to have something to say about it. Right? And there we go. I did it again.
God.
But I'm just saying, there are certain things, and you know what? It's all fun and games. I mean, so you almost, not that you lose who you are, but you almost have to stifle who you are because of what people are going to say and do. And especially now, since I am doing the show and I'm more in the public eye, now I'm double wrong. And, you know, like but this is who I am, and I don't think I'm wrong.
I don't think so either. Like I said, everyone's going to judge. It doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it wrong. But, you know, that's life, and that's just the way it is. You do what's right for you. If it's not, you know, I think for me, it's like waste of energy. Like, why be jealous of somebody else? Is it going to change who they are as a person? It's only going to make you angry for what? It's not. You're still going to be who you are, and they're still going to be who they are.
Right.
So just, you know, everyone should just get along.
Well, everybody should just mind their fucking business. Love. That's, you know, right. But it's true because, you know, people are so busy hating.
Yes.
That they don't know how to just, like,
everyone's
have
just
fun.
Lost in their own world now. It's just like everything is just an uproar, you know? No one knows how to have a good time, really.
Well, you know what? You would think that at our age, that we would...
I think it's worse.
You would know how to have a good time. Like, you know, now, like, I've been through freaking hell and back. I definitely know how to have a good time now. When it's time, I have fun. I mean, I have to tell you. And then things like I go out. That's why sometimes I rather go out where I don't know anybody. Not because I don't love the people that I know, but because I go into, and I've said this before, I go into a zone. So like you said, oh, she's stuck up. Oh, she's a bitch. Oh, no, she's just.
She's too friendly.
She's
got a big mouth.
Right,
like,
right.
Really?
And I'm all of those things. So, you know, and so like, but I check out. So that's what happens is, and then like people think I'm being rude. I'm not being rude. I'm just
you're in your own zone,
right? I checked
You're in your own zone,
and I'm just having fun, and I don't want to offend anybody. And if my skirt's too short, or it's not too, or it's too long, or I got cleavage, or I don't have cleavage.
You know what? You could dress a certain way. Just be classy.
Absolutely.
Don't be dirty. You know what I'm talking about, girls, right?
I agree.
Just be very classy. You could wear the shortest skirt, the highest heels, your tits hang. Can I say tits?
You can say
your
tits.
Tits hanging
I
out.
just told people to go fuck their mother, and you're asking me if you can say tits.
Just be classy, people. Well, girls, be classy, you know. And the guys, too. The guys, to me, the guys that I've met, no disrespect to all, because there's a lot of gentlemen out there. I just, so far, no. They talk to you, then they talk, the next thing you know, the following week, they're talking to another girl. So that's why give out the number? Why even entertain it? Why even want to go on a date with them? Why? Single.
Funny. It's funny that you say that, right? Because you know what? You know why? Because like I say this a lot on the show. Because this time, this climate, next best thing, swipe, next best thing,
is that
next
Tinder?
best thing. I think so.
Yeah, I'm not on that. I don't even. I heard about it. You swipe left if you like, or right, something like that. I have no idea.
I don't remember one or the other.
Oh, okay.
So there's like I don't know how many apps are like that, but So the thing is that like all of those things, and I said this before on the show. You know, even like I haven't been on in I don't know how long, but like there was another app and. While you're checking messages, you know, there's like a thing that you scroll and it's all pictures on the top. So while you're checking messages, it's like, oh, but check this one out and check this one out. So I always compare it to the dessert cart at the restaurant because you know how like you're like I
is
really want
Venetian
hour. No,
Venetian hour.
It's like it's the dessert cart. So you know when you're at the restaurant
and you spin it.
Well, or they come over with the cart and they show you all the desserts.
But is there any good desserts? Is that
no?
Do you see any good
what
desserts?
What I'm saying is like I come in there and I say to myself, I love tiramisu. I'm having tiramisu for dessert. Now they bring the cart over. And there's like 10 other desserts on there, and they all look really good. So now, do I really want the tiramisu, or do I want the chocolate mousse? So that's what they do. Is like they.
But
show
are they
you,
real?
They show you.
I mean, come on.
Again, they show you whatever.
A lot of them are fake. Have you ever been catfished?
No. I told a story. I had like 2 nightmare stories a long time ago, years ago. But other than that, I mean, you kind of, I feel like
know
at our age, you kind of get certain things, like the ones that, they want to talk to you and they're all with you and they're like that all during the day, and then all of a sudden they fall off.
When it's time to FaceTime or
they fall off at night.
Yeah.
Or they fall off at night.
Yes.
And then the next day your phone's blowing up again, and it's like, what happened? I was waiting to hear from you last night. Oh yeah, I fell asleep.
I know.
Oh yeah.
I know a lot of people that have been catfished.
The dog ate my homework.
Yep,
well,
exactly.
it wasn't even catfished. It's just that they're married or they're in a relationship. So they're not catfishing. Maybe they are who they are, but they're just not supposed to be dating.
No, but I mean, a lot of my friends, some of my friends have been catfished where they say they're one person, then when it's time to FaceTime or whatever else they do on their phone, it's like they disappear.
Yeah.
And then they just disappear.
Yeah.
Disappear.
That's the big thing, ghosting.
Is that what that's called?
That's what it's called. Well, I think that's
I'm not
what
up
it's
to
called.
date
I'm
with
not up
everything.
to date
Yeah,
either.
yeah,
That's what they say, and it's like somebody just turns into a ghost, like poof, they disappear.
Yeah.
I wish
sad.
if they
It's
were
very
going to do
sad.
that, I would like it to be Casper, because I happen to like Casper.
Me too.
He's a friendly ghost.
He's cute though.
Casper,
He's
the friendly
he's adorable.
ghost. Yeah, I know. So at least if you're going to disappear, do it cutely.
It's just sad that people got to be like that. Where are the real men?
You know why?
Where are you? Are you out there?
Testing. Is this mic working?
Well, let me see. Wait. Oh, there's a lot of comments. Wow.
You guys are listening to Real Talk with Karen Stacy live on MiamiMikeRadio.com. And tonight I have my girl Maria here with me. And we are like talking, I don't know, we're talking about friggin' everything. We're going through the gamut. So here's the big question. Where have all the good men gone?
I don't know.
You know what's funny though? I
don't know.
Wait, but I have to, and you know what? You and I are having this, and this is like a bitch fest, right? Because it's me and you with two women.
A bitch fest.
So, well, you know what I mean, right? It's a bitch fest. So now, next week,
yes,
I have a Facebook buddy. His name is Bobby, and he's coming on next week because he posts a lot of stuff about being single and like women. So we're having a bitch fest right now, and then next week we're gonna have the testosterone infused combo, which
should be good.
I love the testosterone coming in. So I have to tell you that I've always been like a girl, like a girl's guy or whatever. I don't know how to put it, right? I don't have girlfriends.
Me either.
I really don't have.
I have a few.
You're lucky.
Mostly guys.
I don't really have friends, to be honest with you. My husband was my best friend. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I have, friends, but not friends that I talk to on a daily basis, that I hang out with on a daily basis. And like I said, I just get along better with guys, which a lot of women do, right? So, like, I was talking to a dear friend of mine. We were drinking a bottle or two of wine last week, and he was telling me about, like, dating. So, like, the minute somebody starts talking to me about that, especially of the opposite sex, I'm, like, all over it. I'm like a little kid. Like, when somebody starts, I'm like, wait. And so he's, like, telling me, so I'm like, wait, back up. So what exactly happens? Like, wait, what happened? So he was giving me a scenario about, like, and I guess he does pretty well for himself because there was a couple of girls involved in this scenario, right? So he's saying that, like, little things, like for instance, a lot of women apparently are looking to, like corner someone in, if you will. Like, they want, how did he word it? Like ulterior motives, in the sense that, like, they start hanging out and it's like you're automatically in a relationship.
Oh my God.
Right. And I remember I had met somebody.
It's like a 5-stage clinger.
Yeah. And so I met somebody like years ago, and I remember him saying to me, you know what? You're like the first girl that I've ever hung out with that wasn't like talking about marriage after like the first. And I'm like, marriage? Like, I never say never, but in my opinion, you get married because you have children. If you're not having children with the person, you're, being married isn't as important, in my opinion.
At your age right now, you're
correct.
saying. Okay.
Right. Because my feeling is that when I had my child, I wanted my child to have the same last name as me. Okay. That was just my old school thinking, right? So now at our age, I don't need somebody else's last name.
That's true.
Okay? I mean, is it nice to have that commitment? Absolutely. But you can have that commitment without a ring and without legal papers.
Or even living together.
Living together. You could be engaged. Never do that. You could be engaged indefinitely. Whatever the case. Right. But the point is that at our age now and where we are, to bring someone into your world now, you gotta really, like I posted something, I don't know if you saw it, I said, it said something like, I want a lasting relationship, but I only want it 3 days a week.
Yes, I saw that one. And that's
it's
good.
true.
And yes.
It's true, because you know what? Like I talk about it all the time. Like I'm sitting here, I'm talking for a couple of hours, I go inside, I don't want nobody humping my leg, I don't want to deal with nothing, like
somebody's humping your leg, you got a problem.
Right. Well, you know what I mean, it's a joke.
I know.
But yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, sometimes we like our own space, and we don't have to be up each other's asses, right?
That's true.
So it's just very interesting to me, because when he was telling me, I'm like, so wait, what's the problem? So he said, well, she came over and I wanted her to be at home, but she made herself too at home. So I'm like, wait a second. Well, what does that mean? Because if you tell somebody to make themselves comfortable, now you're saying that they can't get themselves too comfortable. Is that fair to them?
No.
You know what I mean? Because maybe that person misinterpreted what that meant. Because me, if I tell you to make yourself at home, then I told you to make yourself. If you get up to go into my refrigerator, I'm not going to have an issue with that, I mean, just make sure you wash the fucking dish after you use it. Hey, listen, if you're going to make yourself at home and then clean it afterwards. But, so that's why I think it becomes very difficult. But you know what the answer to that question is? And you know what I said to him? If she was the right one, it wouldn't have mattered.
That's true.
Because if it was the right one and she made herself at home, he would have been like, that's fucking awesome. She's comfortable. She's at home. I love it. But because she wasn't the right one, it repelled him and it made him nervous. So, that's the whole thing. And at this point, unfortunately, we're all in this scenario, right? We're all in this I don't know, layers of fucked. We're all in this thing, right? I don't even know what to call it. We're in the abyss.
Our own little box, maybe.
We're in the abyss. We're we're all in the abyss, and people, and that's why you have people you just said, where were all the good guys, right? And there are 100 gentlemen.
There are, I'm sure.
There are a lot of gentlemen watching right now that are saying we're right here. Hello. We're a good guy, right? But that's the funny thing is that I see men posting things saying that where are all the good girls, and I'm like, wait a second.
But then when they have a good girl, they don't want her.
Thank you. I had this discussion.
Thank you. And it's true. Right. So if you guys got anything to say it, because it's true. When you got a good girl and you have her, something tells you don't want her. Then when you lose the good girl, then you want her back, because that always happens.
Or, like I said, you go above and beyond and you get walked on. When you're a fucking bitch, they're licking your ass. Yeah. So and then and so I've said this. I've had this conversation on the show before, and people say whatever. You know what? I'm not, just like you said earlier in the show, I'm not going to change who I am.
Right?
Can I be a bitch? The biggest fucking bitch you ever met. Do I want to be? No. I have worked very hard to not be that person.
But then, how do you know how to react? How do you know how to act with a guy? You don't.
I haven't figured that part out
Me
yet.
either. That's why I don't date. That's why I don't date. I stay home. I eat my potato chips, and I'm good.
Bitch, don't tell me you eat potato chips.
I do a lot.
Oh my God.
If my brother Frank, hi Frankie, if you're watching, I love you. My best friend Frankie. Anyway, but yes, if he could tell you what I eat, forget about it. It's insane.
I don't want to hear it. Because if I hear what you eat,
you don't want to know. I won't tell, but yeah.
This girl is like a teeny tiny...
so are you.
Just so funny because...
We're like this short.
When we both met, she's like, oh my God, you're so little. I'm
the Teletubbies.
She's like, oh my God, you're so little. I'm like, you're so so little too. Like, it was so funny. I don't know why people think I'm tall.
I'm 5'1".
I'm 5'2".
What size is your foot?
7.
Oh, I'm a 5.5.
Oh, no. Sorry. I'm a 7.
Oh, it's good. It's all good.
Yes. But yeah, I mean, but good things come in little packages,
exactly.
right?
Absolutely.
Except my mouth was given.
Your mouth is huge, girl.
My mouth
I could hear you all the way from Whitestone.
My mouth didn't come with the pack. It wasn't part of the package deal. It was definitely like an add-on, I think.
Oh but it's good. It's good.
Hey, listen, to know me is to love me.
Exactly.
It's all good.
That's true.
So yeah, but you know what? That is really a very. It's funny that you bring that up because it is very true. And again, I've said this on the show. And actually, I think I said it when I had Alessandro on my show, the hottie from Florida. Oh my God, he's a little hottie. He mind of a man, and what he does is he, excuse me, he speaks to women and tells women what men want.
Oh God, really?
Yeah,
no offense, but okay.
No, but which isn't a bad thing.
But sometimes when you give the men what they want something different. That's how it is. I mean, come on. Real talk. It's true.
And you know what?
True.
My father always said to me, be careful for what you wish for, right? Because you just may get it. Mm-hmm. But that goes both ways.
No, you're right.
That does go both ways.
It does.
I gotta say.
It does.
Because but again, I think that at that point, when it's a bottomless pit, again, not the right person, right? Because when the right person is there, whatever they do is awesome.
Yes.
Right? And it works and it's great. But when it's not the right person, then there's always like, you're splitting hairs. Mm-hmm. Right? So this is why, like, it sucks because, it's like, look, I'm a shoe person. When you put on a pair of shoes,
so am I.
Okay, so when you put on a pair of shoes and you put them on and you gotta break them in, you gotta do whatever. I want to put them on. I want them to feel good, and I want to be able to dance in them for 6 hours straight.
And that I can do.
Okay,
yes.
So I don't want to break in the goddamn shoe.
No.
I want to put the shoe on. I want it to feel good the minute I put it on, and I want to love them. I want to feel sexy in them, and I want to ride the fucking world in them. Mm-hmm. So I want my man to do the same thing. Now, granted, I don't mind knowing that I do have to break my shoes in a little bit, and the more I break them in, the more they conform to my foot, the more they fit the shape of my foot, and the more comfortable and amazing they're going to be. Again, I'll go with, I'd like the same thing for my man, right?
If there is one out there like that. It's very hard to find. I like the old school, like my dad. Like my mom and my dad, rest in peace, Dad. They, till death do us part. These days, is it like that?
These days, they'll kill you. So that death does do you part. Yeah, they'll kill you. So life does do you part. But
I like that. I agree.
That.
I love that. I don't mind finding someone and just going out once in a while, staying home, have romantic dinner. I love that. Oh, I love that. Listen to some Barry White.
What constitutes romance to you?
Even just sitting, watching TV and cuddling, have a glass of wine by the fireplace. I'm getting giddy now.
That's okay. You're allowed.
I just love that. And then, there's other things, that, come into play with that.
A good foot massage?
Yeah. Other things, let's keep it PG. But, yes. But yeah, I love romance. I love that. Like my father used to go and just pick a rose out and give it to my mom. That was just her everything. And men don't do that these days.
It's the
or
little
open
things.
the car door, just the little things,
Little things.
I love that.
I agree.
I love that.
Now, you're lucky you can get in the car before they take off. The car door's still open, and they're driving away. It's like, hello. Or the best was, somebody came to pick me up one time, and they didn't get out of the car. They reached over, and they went like this, like to push the car door open. Like that was the gesture, as opposed to getting out of the car and opening up the door. Yeah, no, it's funny, and but you know what? Again, I always play both sides because I don't bash anybody. So let me say this: it is also difficult for men because a lot of women are not like you and I. And they are, not that we're not self-sufficient, but they're self-sufficient and they're boisterous about being self-sufficient.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, I don't need you to open up that door. I can open up my own door. I've had guys on the show saying exactly that. Like, they don't know what to do. Like, I held the door for somebody and the woman was like, I don't need you to hold the door.
No, I'm not like that.
And, right. But but when I'm trying to be fair.
Right.
I'm trying to be fair that some guys just are missing it.
Mm-hmm.
And other guys are just like, well, fuck it. I ain't going to do it because when I do, I'm getting yelled at that I should close the, that they don't need me to hold the door. So this is what I mean is that the lines of communication are, and not even the lines of communication because the communication is there. But unfortunately, until you meet somebody and get to know them, you don't know if they share the same values.
Yeah,
and I think that that's what's huge is the same values, because if you're looking for someone that's going to be like the dominant male, and I don't mean dominant as in, nailing you to a wall, or handcuffing you. I don't mean that kind. I'm not talking Christian Grey. Well, that's a completely other story. But I'm just saying, I'm not talking Red Room dominant. Right. I'm talking about dominant in the sense that they are taking the role, the masculine role of the man.
Right.
That's what I mean by that. And that doesn't mean that they're controlling. It means that they take control.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Very different. Yeah. So anybody out there that's listening, taking control and being controlling are two completely different things.
Totally different things.
Okay? So even a strong woman will allow you, if we trust you, we will allow you to take control.
Allow you.
But, yes, allow.
See, I wasn't raised that way, to say allow.
Really?
No, I was raised very old school. That the man goes to work, the woman stays home.
Right, but my point is that I understand that. But now when I say allow, you are a strong woman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Now I am. I wasn't before. I always listened to my husband. Always,
Okay, so you've learned. So that's why I say, and I'm not saying listening to your husband is a bad thing either. If it was the right person and it worked, there would have been no issue. Okay, so it was just not the right fit.
No.
But when I say allow, I mean, for instance, I'll use myself as an example. Mm-hmm. I am a strong woman. I got an opinion, and I got no problem letting you know, and I am very strong. I allowed my husband to take control.
Right.
Okay? So I trusted him. If you do not trust the person and they're controlling, now you're in a bad situation. So that's the difference. Well, when I say allow, as a strong woman, you are allowing them to take control. Mm-hmm. Lead you. That is what a man is supposed to do.
Right.
They're supposed to hunt. They're supposed to lead us and protect us. Right. And we are supposed to be the ones, which we are, that are behind them and support them and everything else. Right. So this is where the lines get very blurred because so many women are so strong now, they don't need, or better yet, they don't want a man.
Right.
To be in control. They don't want to allow.
A lot of women are in their own control. They want their own control. They want to do what they want to do without anyone telling them what to do.
Correct. And that's great. But for those of us that are more old school in that mentality, it's a tricky thing because there are a lot of guys out there that want to need to take the role of the masculine, the masculine role, and women have become more masculine than the men at this point.
It's true.
That it's become such a blurred line, and in the defense of the good guys out there, they don't necessarily know where to put themselves.
I know.
Because maybe they try and they get shot down, and for a man to get shot down by a woman, they don't bounce back.
Yeah, I know.
They don't bounce back like we do. Because a man goes after us, we're like, go fuck yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll jump right back. when a woman does that to a man.
Because it affects their ego.
It rocks their whole core because they don't know what to do with
and
that.
And it stays with them for a very long time.
Yep.
But sometimes, I'm just saying, sometimes they deserve it.
No, I'm not
the
saying,
ones that I've been with, I'm not mentioning names, but the one, yes. Absolutely.
No, and you know what? Sometimes people need to be kicked off their freaking horse.
Yes, because when you do good in a relationship, I mean, you try your hardest.
Yep.
And then they just put you down.
Yep.
It's like, I'll go F yourself at this point.
Well, when someone puts you down, it's all insecurity.
It's insecure. And as you know, he was very insecure, and that's very, very insecure. Very insecure.
You know what? And that's unfortunately, if you're not aware of it, that will bring you further down because someone that is insecure, their role in your life is to make you insecure so that you don't see how insecure they are, and then they manipulate you.
And it does work.
And they bring you down. Yep.
And it works you have, oh my God, it works. But then, thank God, you just bounce right back. You got to be strong to let it go and move on. And then,
the thing is, you have to be aware of it too. The problem is that a lot of times you're in that situation.
But sometimes somebody could be like a narcissist.
Sometimes
he was a narcissist. But I'm saying that they manipulate everything to make you believe that you're that way, and then you feel like it's your fault.
Yeah.
But then once it goes on, and then you think, wait a minute. You start to look at things, step back, and say, wait a minute. If I'm doing this and you're doing that, no.
Yep.
And then that's when you slowly break free, and
right. But that's the thing, is that people don't want you to step back and see that, because they don't want you to break free,
right?
Because the more they break you down,
they feel high up,
right?
They feel
because
like
now I break
invincible.
You down,
right?
That's
they feel
because
invincible.
If it's just like the dialogue you have with yourself and the dialogue you have with someone else. You're going to tell your kids, right? You have 3 children. Yes. I'm sure you're going to support each and every one of them in whatever it is that they do.
Absolutely,
right?
110%.
If my son tells me he wants to be a freaking batonist in the circus, is that what I would choose for him? I would hope not. But guess what?
But if that's something he wants to do, you have to let him.
I would tell him that he's going to be the best batonist that you can have.
Right.
So if I turned around and I told my significant other that I wanted to, go, dance in the circus, and they turned around and laughed at me and said, well, how are you going to go dance in the circus? Like, you're too fat. You don't know how to dance. You don't have this. You don't. So now I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, wow, I could go to the circus and I can dance. I've done that. I've danced my whole life. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And now you hear, well, you're fat. And now you look in the mirror and you look and you go, wait a minute, am I fat? I'm fat.
Even though you're not, you believe it.
And you start to believe it. That's why your inner dialogue is so important. Yeah. If you tell yourself you can't do something, if you tell yourself you're not good enough, the universe hears you. Your psyche hears you. So when you're with someone that doesn't want you to be better than them, they are going to break you down so that they can build themselves up. Which really is
it's very sad.
Yeah, that's
it's
like
very
classic.
Sad.
Like that's
like
psychology
why would you even want to hurt somebody like that who's always been there for you? Like, why? What makes it right for you to talk to someone like that? Like, I would never do that, to hurt somebody's feelings like that.
Well, you know what? I would always have this conversation with my late husband, and I would say, but if it was me, and he'd go, stop right there. It's not you. Yeah. And so, unfortunately, people are out for themselves, and they are going to manipulate a situation to make themselves be the victim.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And you are wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Always.
Absolutely. And you are listening to Real Talk with Karen Stacy live on MiamiMikeRadio.com. And yeah, you know what? This is Real Talk. It doesn't get more real than this.
Yes.
This is Girl Talk, and we invited you. And you know what? You need to have a sip of wine with me. Let's go. We're going to do cheers.
We're just going to do one
Let's do cheers. Wait, cheers. And cheers to everybody out there in Facebook land and on MiamiMikeRadio.com. Thanks for tuning in and having Girl Talk, Real Talk. All right. So where are we now? Let's talk about fake friends.
Oh, God. Wait, let me go in my bag and get my list.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God. Fake
Santa.
friends. I've gotten rid of so many fake friends in the past. Well, I'd say year, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what constitutes a fake friend?
Someone who says they're going to be there for you and they're not.
Yeah.
Someone who two-faces you. Oh, God, what else can I say? Someone who's saying that, like I said, they'll always be there for you, or you ask them to do something, and then they say they're going to do it, and they don't do it.
Johnny next week.
Yeah, exactly. Someone who talks behind your back all the time, like says nice things to your face, and then next thing you know, you're hearing, oh, they said, and you're like, oh, really? No, I don't think so.
How old are we?
Exactly. And that, to me, that's why I keep my circle small, and little by little just gets smaller, you know?
My circle
it's going to be like a penny.
I was going to say my circle, I think, is like a triangle. I don't even know. I failed geometry. I don't know the shape of my circle, I know. But I can tell you that
it's like, who do you trust? Who can you trust?
You.
Yes.
You.
I trust maybe besides my kids and my brothers, of course, and my nieces and my sister-in-laws, I'd say maybe 2-3 friends. That's it.
You know what?
That I trust. Totally.
So you know what? My grandmother used to say to me, if you could count on one hand true friends, you've lived a full life. And it's really quite true. You know, a lot of people say they got your back. They say whatever, and they don't. And, you know, like me personally, that's why, you know what? People feel however they want to feel about me. But I keep it real, and I tell people straight out.
And you should.
And you know, because that's, you know what you're getting. So all the people that want to talk shit about me or whatever, they can. And it's fine, because at the end of the day, if you have the conversation with me, you know what I said or what I didn't say. And if you actually know me, you know that that's not my style.
Or for someone who you just meet, and they just start talking bad about other people or tell you things of someone's personal life when you just met the person. Why do that? What does that tell me? That's telling me that if I tell you something, you're going to go right away and tell someone else. That, to me, no.
It's almost going back to the judging thing that you were saying earlier. I mean, that's another thing. So I guess that ties into fake friends, right?
Yes.
So, you know,
or acquaintance, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Right. But I mean, that, like, again, how old are we? So, like, do we really need to talk about other people?
No.
Because
it's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy, waste of time.
But now, how do you feel? So now you know a lot of people. And so, like, for instance, I know, you know, we talked about things before. So now, if you have someone and you've just met them and they start talking about other people and people you don't even know, and they're talking, like, they're not saying nice things, right? So what do you think about that person?
About the person that's saying it? Yeah. That I will never get close to that person, and I just wouldn't talk to that person as much, tell them my personal life, but just keep them at a distance. When you see them, hello, goodbye, and that's it. You know, because you don't know, like I said, you're going to talk to me about somebody that I don't even know. What's to say you're not going to go back? And what's to say that you're even telling the truth about the people that you're talking about? You could be lying.
Right.
So,
or making things up.
Exactly. So you keep those acquaintances at a distance,
right?
You know,
and so, but I mean, my whole thing is that if somebody, like, for instance, I'm not one. I don't talk behind people's backs. Whatever I tell somebody, that person I'm talking about already knows I feel that way, right? So you know, people will say, "Oh, this was saying," I don't get. Okay, good. Let them say whatever, like, you know. And the funny thing is that what I don't get is how people don't get that people are going to hear it anyway. No. How do you not know that people, and then, like, we're grown adults and you got people blocking you on Facebook over nothing, you know, or people reporting your page because they're freaking,
I know.
They got so trolls stupid. Because they don't
and they're not even people, they're not even like like Facebook
relevant.
in their 20s. They're like
not relevant.
They're older, like in their 50s and their 40s.
You know what it is?
Grow
I guess because
up.
they're not relevant.
Exactly.
They're not relevant. I mean, you know what? It's very difficult to reinvent the wheel. Don't get me wrong. But you know what? There's enough wheels in the world that everybody could drive their own goddamn car. And you don't gotta, like, step on somebody else's, you know, whatever. I mean, it's nice that people can inspire you, you know, to look at things differently or to try things differently. But you know what? It's ridiculous that people gotta go, you know, I just, to me, it's just very tacky. Talking behind somebody's back, you know, or undermining them because, you know what? That's, again, insecurity. If I have to talk bad about somebody to you, like, I want you to be my friend. So therefore, I'm going to tell you, like, I'm threatened that you might talk to Anne-Marie. So I'm going to tell you about Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie is It's different if you're trying to look out for somebody.
Right.
And again, if you don't know the person, you can't do that. It's not your place. It's not your place. If Anne-Marie is looking to freaking, you know, take your jugular, I don't know you.
Yeah.
It's not my place to tell you that.
That's true. It's true.
I might, because I can't help myself, I might be like, do me a favor, just watch. Or something like that, because that's just how I am.
Yeah.
But, because I can't just leave it alone.
No.
But I wouldn't talk about the person. I would just be like, listen, keep your eyes open, watch yourself, or whatever. And then you come to your own conclusions at that point. Because I'm not going to talk shit about somebody.
Everybody's true colors always come out anyway. So you
the
know
truth
that.
always comes out.
Always.
That's the thing about meeting new people later in life. That's what I feel. Because the truth comes out, but it doesn't always come out. It takes time. You really don't, you get to know a person, like you know their vibe, like if you talk to somebody.
But you don't really know them.
You don't know how they're going to react in certain situations, right? So you may think like, oh, this person has my back, right? And then you're in a situation
and they don't.
Something goes down.
I've had that happen to me many times.
And you're like, wait, what? Like, you're going to open up your mouth?
Exactly.
Like, what are you doing?
I've had that happen to me many times.
See?
Many times.
But only time.
I got to defend myself.
Right. But only time will tell that. Even just stupid shit, again, going back to the stupid shit.
Yeah.
Even just, you're out with people, you leave. I'm a woman walking to my car by myself. Who's making sure I'm getting to my car safely? There are some, but I will tell you that they are very few and far between. And sadly, when it happens now, I'm so taken aback and grateful for it because it happens so few and far between.
Yeah, because it hardly happens. Yeah.
And one of my friends had said to me, because I'm usually, if I'm out, I shouldn't say this, right? Come kill me. But, you know, I'll go out alone or whatever. And my friend was like, yo, that's cool. Just make sure when you're walking to your car, one of your friends is walking into your car. And I'm like, yeah, it don't always work like that.
No.
You know? And so it's alarming because you know what? Back in the day, I had friends. It wasn't just people that were trying to get in your pants. It was just gentlemen. Like,
everything's changed now. It's not like that anymore.
But why? They're the same guys.
I don't know.
Like, I was 20 and they were 20. I was 25. They were 25.
I guess they care less
49.
now.
They're 49. Where the fuck did they go? What happened? Did their mothers drop them on their heads between 20 and 50? What happened?
Probably.
What happened?
Yeah, it's just not the same anymore. There's no, I don't know.
But why? It's the same people.
I wish I had the answers. I don't know. I wish. I don't know.
We have to ask the universe. Hello, testing. Is this mic working? What's going on? I mean, that's what I'm saying is that I don't get it. It's the same people. They know better.
The respect just died along the way, I guess.
Again, respect. What does that mean? What does respect mean to you?
To me, respect means that you're always there for the person that, you know, your family. You respect your family, no matter, you respect your elders. You know, you don't curse in front of the elders. I don't.
Yeah, you're very good. I do.
No, I don't.
Curse. I'm bad.
I don't. I mean, once in a while it slips, but no. I was just raised very different. Respect your elders. open the door, say thank you, you're welcome. That's how I was raised. The respect.
The way you should be.
The respect. Somebody opens the door for you. Like I'll open the door and they don't even say thank you. I'm like, excuse me, you can say thank you. Like I'll say it to their face. My brother's like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah.
I go, you're welcome.
Yeah, where's the respect there?
You're welcome. So. Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I mean, but you know what? I'm not going to change who I am just because people are assholes.
Right.
So you know what? I am still the woman. I will jump up. I see somebody. I could be sitting down somewhere. I jump up to go pick up the door. I was out the other day and an elderly man they were eating and he dropped everything, I guess, out of his wallet. Mm-hmm. I jumped up. And I went and I got everything for them. And, there was two other men at the table. They were trying to pick it up. No, they were trying. Right. But, I could see, it wasn't so easy for them to get down there and get it. And the minute I saw it, I jumped up and I went to, get it for them. And when they went to leave, they thanked me. And they were like, thank you so much, for doing, they were great. But that's what you do. That's what that's what you should do. Because you know what?
Not a lot of people
if I dropped something, I would really hope that someone helped me and picked it up. Mm-hmm. And especially that they're older. Like, I don't know. I just, like you said, you have respect for the elders. You have respect for, I don't know. I teach my son the same thing. Get up, go help them. Go, my mother-in-law go see if Nana needs help with the packages.
Yeah, my kids are like that too.
You have to teach them.
Yeah, you have to.
You know how many times I see the parents busting their ass and the kids
do nothing.
Whatever?
Yeah.
Get the fuck
It's like
out
they
of here.
laugh.
Get out of here. I'll kill you
They just
first.
stand there. That's so disrespectful, though. You're supposed to help. Yeah.
And now I love it because my son's 10 now and he washes dishes. I love it.
That's so good.
I love it.
That's
so
good.
Like,
you got to teach him young.
Sometimes he thinks and he'll do now, but then other times I have to bring it to his attention. So I walk over. I had made him something to eat earlier. I did all the dishes. So the only dish there was the one he ate out of. So I look in the sink. It's in the sink.
Aww.
So I turn around and I go, Noah, did you notice that there was nothing in the sink? He's like, yeah. I'm like, so you're going to get over here and wash the plate? And he's like, okay, Mom, and so, you have to bring it to their attention.
You have to.
And I said, come on, dude, like, you got to help Mommy. Like, there are certain things that you can do. So do them. I'm not, I'm nobody's maid.
Yeah, that's
I don't mind. I'll do whatever. But you know what? I'm not your maid. I'm not your servant. Mm-hmm. I'm not, I don't like that. I was never that way. I think your brother is your brother calling right now?
Is he serious?
Yeah, well, he can't. Frank, she can't talk now. She's a little busy. She's a little busy. You know how many times?
Why is he doing? He knows I'm on the show. Like,
maybe he thinks.
Frank, if you're watching, I'm on live with Karen Stacy. Why are you calling me? He's excited about his job. That's why. I love you.
Funny. I'll
talk to you when you get home.
You know how many times when I'm doing the show, I get messages on my phone, text messages. I get messages on Messenger or whatever. Yeah. And it's like, thank you so much for that, but please do it after 10 p.m.
It's like, don't you know?
Because I'm trying, and the funny thing is that I'm live, so I'm talking right now. So this goes off, and I look, and then I'm like, oh shit, like, where were we? I'm telling you the story about the freaking bad eggplant and the chicken, and I forgot why I was telling you the story, and nobody was interrupting me, and I still forgot what the hell I was saying, because when, almost 50, you forget everything.
And your eyesight too, everything goes.
So yeah, so you have to kind of, do your thing. So definitely, I'm gonna say I want to bring back Old Skool.
Oh, me too.
Now, what did you say? You're the godmother of Old Skool?
I was.
What was that?
I don't know if he's all right. Steve Morano, he calls me the godmother of Old Skool, and that just stuck. So I'm very proud to be, because I always post like old school music. I just love I love the 80s. I love the freestyle. My favorite TKA. Love you guys.
Yep.
I love them. And Tony Tonasia, love you too. And
I have to say, I'm going to be honest with you.
What?
After you told me that you loved him.
I do.
I reached out to him.
Aww.
And he knew who you were. He said that you were a sweetheart, and he said that unfortunately, he's home with the flu.
Oh,
so
feel
he
better.
said he could not, but he was like, please send her my love.
Love you.
So I did try.
Tony, if you're watching, or if you watch later on, we love you and I hope you feel better.
Hope you feel better.
My favorite now also is, I'm going to give a shout out to George Anthony. He's amazing. He sings with George Lamond.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's amazing. I
George
love
Lamond, Old Skool.
Oh my God, so Old Skool. I love it.
Well, yeah, that's why, and we're a fan of Vinny Dice, right?
Yes,
Mr. Old Skool himself.
Yes.
I also
the number one DJ in Long Island. We love you, Vinny Dice.
I also reached out to him. I told him to call, but he works at this time, so I'm not sure. So Vinny, if you're listening, call me. God damn it! I told him, I was like, come on, do a call in. But I don't know. He said he would
busy,
see when he was around. Yeah, no, he's a good guy. He said he would. But yeah, Old Skool got to come back.
I love Old Skool. Nothing like it.
Put him on speaker. I can't. He don't feel who Tony Mike. Tony don't feel good. He said another time. So unfortunately, we can't do the call in. What could I tell you?
With these.
Old Skool for life. Absolutely. We all listen. Old Skool. Anybody that listens to Miami Mike Radio, you know that music is Old Skool all the way.
Yeah.
I was a freestyle freak from when
too.
I was a kid, but I was also that like house techno club girl during like in my late 20s, early 30s. So this morning I was at the gym and I heard on Miami Mike Radio, I don't know who the DJ was, but I put it on. I had the music blasting. I was pumping those weights. It was like, I was like, din, 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 din. And I'm like, I'm dancing in the middle of sets. People must have thought I was out of my freaking mind. But the music was banging.
Yeah, techno's good. It's
it
good
was,
stuff.
You know what? Some of it during that time, like
Sound Factory. Did you ever go?
No, I never went there. But yes, that kind of music. So like I used to go out in Long Island. We used to go to Dallinger's.
No.
Club G. It was in the there's a huge spider behind.
Don't even say it.
He's messing around. He's trying to.
Are you serious? Because I'm gonna.
Nah, there's no spider.
Are you sure?
He's the
what
biggest.
Do you mean? Who are you talking to?
It was Mike just texted me and told me there was a spider behind my head on the wall. That's so funny. And if he is, can we name him? And I can I'm gonna love him and kiss him and make him my very own. From what was that? From the Tiny Toons. But yeah, I mean, this station is all about Old Skool music, and when we do the events, all that music is Old Skool. And where did I go when I was at Chow Babies?
Right.
And I saw and Vinny DJ'd, and that music was freaking awesome. Like that Old Skool music.
I know.
I do love it. The only thing, I love freestyle, but you gotta mix it right because some of the freestyle songs are a little bit slower.
The disco.
Yeah, the ones that are more, well, not disco, but more, there's some freestyle songs that are a little bit slower, more like in that disco thing. That it doesn't move as much, and then you have the more like upbeat ones that like really when you're out in a club, like if I'm just out chilling, I like to hear all of that. But if I'm like I want to dance, there's different DJs that really get you up moving. And so it was definitely I do love the Old Skool, and
nothing like it.
Like I said, I went to school also with a lot of the freestyle people.
You did?
Yeah. Joey Kidd.
Get out of here.
Joey Kidd.
Oh my God.
Yep. And then Sebastian.
Really?
And actually Belinda Bell, she's in Sweet Sensation? No. Yeah, Sweet Sensation.
Sweet Sensation. Oh, Cover Girls?
Bell, not the Cover Girls. Bell.
Expose.
Sweet Sensation. I think it's Sweet Sensation.
Okay.
Who else? I'm trying to think. There was others. I can't even remember now. But, those people were like my best friends, like my core group. So I was around all of that stuff. And Joey Kidd, before he had his record, he used to dance backup for George Lamond. I think they're cousins.
Really?
Yeah.
I love George Lamond's music. My brother actually wrote Look Into My Eyes for George Lamond. My brother
You're kidding me?
My brother Dominic wrote it, yeah.
That's freaking awesome.
And my brother Frankie, Kim Sazi? My brother Frankie was also in her videos, and
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you got some talent in there.
I know. I want to be talented like that. No.
You are in your own special way.
Yes, I am.
You are.
Yes, I am.
You guys are listening to Real Talk with Karen Stacy live on MiamiMikeRadio.com. We are also live on Facebook. And my guest, Maria, is, we're talking about a little bit of everything, right?
Yeah.
Everything goes. And we're talking about old school. We want to bring all the old school back. We want music back. We want gentlemen.
The men
we want gentlemen that open doors.
Come back.
Yes. We want gentlemen that open doors and bring flowers.
I know.
I'm not even that big on the flowers.
Barry White put on the music.
Yeah, no, you know what? Miami Mike mixes some
really?
of that. Miami Mike could do some of those those like.
Well, send me the link.
Those
Mike,
sex you up,
those
sex you up type of things.
I love those.
Look, Mike posted something for freestyle. See, there you go. So now when you go on here, you can download that.
Yep.
See that?
Cool.
All good.
Love it.
See, all good in the hood. All right, now, Mike, you got to post your after 12 Barry White thing.
Oh yeah,
she wants to get down and dirty.
Well,
by the fireplace,
by myself.
By yourself. Well, listen. Sometimes you got. You know what? And thank you for segueing into my next topic.
Oh, here we go.
Are we all right? Can we talk about this? I know the kids are listening. She's like, oh shit, let me have a sip of wine.
Yes, please.
So now we got Barry White playing. We got the fireplace. We got the wine. So now, where do we go with this? So, like, in your experience.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. So my question is, so what is like okay, let's talk about sex.
Oh, God, let's talk about sex, baby.
Let's talk about you and me. All right. So seriously, what do you think about sex? I mean, are people having more sex, less sex, people sleeping around?
Now, how am I supposed to know that?
Well, because you got your finger on the pulse. You got your finger on the pulse. You know a lot of people. Don't play. Come on. Don't be coy. You know a lot of people.
As far as what, like
are
people having a lot of sex?
Yeah.
I would hope everybody's having a lot of sex. Protected sex, people have protected sex.
Oh my God. All right. Whatever. No, seriously. So like your friends, okay? So you're not currently on the, out there right now.
No, I'd rather
okay,
be by
so
myself.
you have, right. So I'm going, and that's a whole other entity of itself.
No, we don't want
So
that.
now let's go back to, so now you have girlfriends, you have guy friends.
Yes.
So now your girlfriends.
Yes.
First of all, does anybody talk about having sex anymore? Like, is that an open dialogue?
I mean, we talk about, things as far as like dating and having sex like on the first date or, a girl talk sex kind of stuff. Yeah. I mean, some of my girlfriends do have, and some of them are not dating. And then some of my girlfriends have like just one partner. And then there's other girlfriends that,
are bouncing around the world?
Oh, yeah.
Are bouncing around.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and that was kind of like, that's my question is that, it's just, it's a curious thing because, I also find, I found, maybe because I don't have friends anymore, but, like the dialogue isn't as open. Like when we were younger and you had great sex, you couldn't wait to tell your freaking girlfriend, like, that you came 37 times and you did this and you did that. Like, you couldn't wait. Now, it's like taboo. Like, you don't talk about it, right? And then then what's even worse is that if you do tell them you had great sex.
They'll want him. No.
Bingo! That's what I was just about to say. Hello!
But if you're good enough, they won't go the other way. I'm just saying.
Well, no. If you're loyal, look, whoever, that's, again, has nothing to do with you.
Right.
It has to do with the other person.
Right.
So if they're going to do it, they're going to do it. And that's all there is to it. Oh, I think I just rhymed. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. Nothing else to it. But, no. But, I mean, I'm just saying, that's a given. But, now you can't talk about it because either if you talk about it.
They'll judge you on that.
They're going to judge you on it. Right. So. First, you had sex.
They're like, oh wait, she's better than me. Why?
Well, no, they're gonna also, and then they're gonna judge you, right? Oh, how long? Oh, she's a putan. She just, she only knows him for, whatever,
an hour.
And right. whatever it is, right? So they're going to judge you on
Yeah.
that. Then
Yeah.
they're going to judge you because you were in the red room. You know, whatever it is.
That's a whole different subject. Or if you dress sexy. Like a lot of women that I know, and a lot of girlfriends that I have don't like to dress sexy for the man. I don't know why. I think it's great. I love it. I mean, that's just me.
Well,
a lot of, they just wear like sweatpants, or when they go to bed, I don't know. You just gotta keep it spicy, I guess. That's how I was in my relationship,
Well, again,
always keep it spicy.
I think everybody is different, though,
Yeah.
and I think it has to do with their comfort level. And
Right.
I do have to say, although you want to do that,
Right.
Oh, look, Vinny's here. Got
What did he say?
Old Skool people, take care and keep Old Skool alive. See, I knew he would check in.
Aw.
Hello, Vincenz. No, I mean, I think that there are some men, though, that find sweatpants
Right.
sexier than other things. So I guess it depends, but I know what you're trying to say.
Mm.
And for some people, they don't feel as secure. So maybe they don't, they can't project themselves that way, right? So I guess it's all relative, and it depends on what the person likes
right.
too.
True.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's not easy to keep things spicy. Okay? It's not easy. Life gets in the way. So it's not easy, but it should be easier now, this time around, when you don't have a young child.
True.
When the spontaneity
True.
returns.
Right.
When you have kids, the most spontaneity you have is, oh shit, get up, he's coming.
That's true.
So you can't really be spicy because, life is getting in the way, unless, of course, you can escape and go to a hotel or, do something like that. But that's not going to be on a regular basis. That's going to be,
Well, my situation was different because they weren't his kids, so, so it was different. We didn't have kids roaming around and stuff, so it was different.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they were still in the home with you, no?
They were on their own.
Oh.
In their 20s.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they came over, of course, and they had nights where they slept over, but
Gotcha.
the majority of the time,
different.
My daughter had the boyfriend, my son was dating, the other one too, so it was different. It was a different
No, that's different.
living. So,
That's different.
yeah, it
Yes.
was different.
Well, that's what I'm
and
saying.
And his kids, too, were grown.
Yep.
Then they left, whatever, and, the rest is
I
history.
didn't talk to him. Yeah, I
I wasn't going to say that,
you
but
know what?
go,
You see
girl.
what happens.
Do what you got to do,
Oh, the stuff that
You
comes
do
out of
what you
this
gotta do.
mouth. What
It's
can I
so, you
tell
know what? If he's going to display it, then say it. Just say
Whatever.
a rhyme.
Oh, you see, we're rhyming good tonight.
Wow.
We're rhyming good tonight.
Yes.
I don't remember what I said now, but I know I said it. But
I know what you said.
But now, do you think? No, that I remember. Do you think that a lot of people are sleeping around though?
Oh my God.
Well, come on, this is real talk. Let's do it.
Do I think a lot of people see? Yes, I do. I know. I won't say her name, but yes.
Well, hello, don't say
No,
people's
I won't say
names.
her name, but yeah.
We're not
for
throwing
the
nobody
longest,
under a
no,
bus.
never. But yeah, for the longest time, I maybe know 2 or 3 women that married.
Oh, and married. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking that. I was thinking single.
Okay.
But yeah, you're right.
But I mean, I've had girlfriends where they have a committed relationship and they just go about their business. I personally have never done that. I wouldn't even know how to do that. It's just not me. That's, it's not even about being raised that way. It's just something that I won't do. If I have feeling, even if I'm not, how do I say it? If I have feeling, like really strong feelings for someone, I don't know how someone can end a relationship, let's say, and you're in love with this person and it just doesn't work out and you break. How do you go out the next day and be with someone else? Me, I can't. Me, when I'm sad about something or heartbroken, I'm in my own corner. I don't call my friends. I don't talk to no one. I heal myself. Mm-hmm. And through all my bad relationships that I've had, whatever they may be, I healed myself. So no, I don't need a therapist. I don't need to go see someone. I'm my own person. I'm my own therapist, and I heal myself. And I'm doing great.
Well, that's well, God bless.
Yes,
I mean,
I'm very strong like that.
But that's what a lot of people miss. You need that time. They say the best way to get over somebody is to get under somebody else, right?
No.
So women probably not as much as men. You know, men usually they go out.
I don't get it.
They gotta start poking the freaking bear. So
everything,
whatever it is. But
the bear, I
never
heard that before.
You never heard? So you got to poke the bear?
No.
You're going to poke the bear?
Wow, I learned something new tonight.
You see that? But yeah, I mean, I think that in this, so here's the thing, right? And I've had people on my show that were open about their sexuality, which I commend, and the fact that they had multiple partners, that they were not in a committed relationship. Therefore, if they had multiple partners, it was not, what's the word? It was, I don't even know what the right word is, right? It was okay because they weren't cheating on anybody.
Because they knew about what each one was doing.
Well, maybe they didn't know about what each one was doing, but it's like, okay, you and I are dating, but we are not committed.
Right.
So therefore, I could be dating 6 other people. Again, not really I don't think that way either.
Me either.
But there are people that do, and I actually commend them for that, because if you're really not exclusively involved with someone, then you really shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket. So even though my moral, code, if you will, doesn't really, function like that, I kind of admire people that are able to do that, because unfortunately what ends up happening is that when you aren't that type of person and you aren't in a committed relationship, but you treat the relationship as if you are, it's a false sense of everything, because now I'm not going to explore my other options because I'm with you, and you don't want all of me. You just want some of me. Yeah. So now, because I'm not the type that's going to be with you this day and someone else tomorrow, I'm the one that's losing out. So I admire people that can turn around and say, you know what? I like this guy, and I enjoy having sex with him. I like this guy. He takes me to different places. We have different sex, and they're all good. So, you know what? I admire that. And anybody that wants to judge somebody for that, if you're not in a committed relationship, there is nothing wrong. Like you said, if you're having safe sex, if you're protecting yourself, and if you are sleeping with multiple partners at this day and age as an adult that takes care of themselves, it's one thing if the person that you're with is paying all your bills. I mean, if you're married, I don't agree with that. But if you're not married, you're not in a committed relationship, and you want to sleep with a couple of different people, you know what? That's your business. And I really admire that.
See, I do. I don't know if I don't know.
I don't, it's not me.
Right.
But I admire that, because those people are living their life to the fullest, because they are not they're not pretending, for lack of a better word, that they're in a committed relationship, because just because you're sleeping with somebody, but you don't have an actual relationship with them, it's just a sexual relationship. Yeah. Well, you could have feelings, but a lot of people now,
if you have feelings for someone, would you go sleep with someone else?
I just said, even if I didn't have feelings with somebody, I can't sleep with somebody on Tuesday and then sleep with another guy on Saturday.
There's a lot of people that do that.
Yeah, it's just me. And like I said, I admire that though. I think that's fucking great, because you know what? They're not stuck on stupid. Because the thing is that now I'm the asshole that's with this guy that I'm not going to have sex with somebody else because I don't have sex with multiple partners, but this guy ain't fucking coming through, but I'm here, and then there you go.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So in essence, I kind of give it to the people that are able to do that, because they're not doing nothing wrong.
Yeah. They're being honest and upfront about it.
They're not doing nothing wrong. And they're not, they're not hurting nobody. And as long as they're doing it the right way and they're not passing shit around, or getting pregnant, it's all good. That's just my opinion. Well, what about, this is something that this is something that goes through, I've heard this a lot, and I've learned this as I've, become single and all of that, right? The people that talk all this shit
about
how good they are in bed.
Don't even get me. Please
no, let's get you started.
No,
let's go. Real talk.
I wish I could say his name, but I won't.
No,
yes.
we don't need names.
But it's the same person that you know.
We just need examples.
Examples as the best there is when, sweetheart, I hope you are listening because you are not.
Oh my.
And you never were.
Real talk.
Trust me.
Real talk.
There's a lot, and even girls too, they say they're the best at it, but then you know what? Back it up. Because when it comes time for you to perform, back it up. Right. Because then you look like a total ass because you're over here spewing all this stuff, and then when it comes down to it, you don't even know what you're doing half the time.
Right. So, I mean, that's the thing is that I have experienced that. And I'm just like, and people, like, they lead so much with sex, right? And they come off like they are, like, you know, gonna fuck you, you know, 9 ways till Sunday, and you're gonna see God and have this experience of all experiences, right? And I'm like, you know, and so you're thinking,
I have yet to see God.
Yeah, so you're thinking, like, wow, you know, I've seen him. But, I mean, I'm like, okay, and then it happens because you build it up because now
then you're disappointed. Thinking, you're like,
and now you're like,
where's all this hoopla? Where'd it go?
Wait, I think the commercial's still playing. What are you talking? What, you done?
Oh
what?
My God, I know.
So, you know, and I've talked about this on my show. I would rather stay home and take care of myself, and I can do that in 2 minutes. And not waste my time. Because when people talk all that shit and they come at you with all that stuff, and you know what? It's normally, you know, they say the quiet ones. You know, you know what? When you gotta push that, when somebody's gotta push that and push
Isn't that a turn off to you?
I've
had a lot of guys talk to me about that, and I'm like, really? Is that supposed to, like, impress me? Like, it's so stupid. Why even bother talk? You don't even know me, and right away you want to talk about how you're going to do things. It's It's retarded. Right. Oh, I used the word retarded. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. You know what? I'm fucked. I said it like 100 times. Yeah. We're old school. When we say that, we don't mean anything by it. We mean it like old school retarded, not anybody offended retarded. So please forgive me. Yeah. No yellow school buses yelling at me. I apologize. I
never heard that one either. Wow.
Don't you remember the little yellow school bus? That's when they would put, you know, the people that needed additional help on, you know, now they would have helmets on, but but no, I mean, I definitely think that people, like you said, you got to put your money where your mouth is. So, you know, you got people talking about how they're so good, this, that, and the other. Just keep your mouth shut and fucking hope for the best then. You know what I mean? Like,
say a prayer.
Don't do, you know, and like I said, to me, that is such a turnoff at that point because, first of all, there's energy, you know, you feel stuff in the energy, right?
Yes.
But sometimes the energy could be there, but the person is just a dud in bed.
Yeah.
You know, or maybe, you know, you're into... You know, maybe you're an oral person, let's just say for argument's sake, and this person isn't an oral person. So now, like, we're missing something here because now I'm not going to get what I want because you don't like what I get. So now we're already incompatible.
And that's when you leave. Say bye.
Bye-bye, Felicia. That's it. Exactly. So we're good. Thank you so much. Yep. Thanks for coming. Because I won't be. Bye-bye.
No pun intended.
Yeah. Bye-bye now. But yeah, so I mean, I think that people, again, put your money where your mouth is. And a gentleman alludes to things. But if you are going there with the person, it's already in that, the play is already there, then those conversations are definitely relevant because, look, let's face it, that's foreplay.
Yeah.
Right? But if you're talking all this shit and that's my foreplay and then we actually have sex and I'm yawning, I'm like, wait, what? Like, what, did you read that? Or did you, like, recite lines from a porno you watched earlier?
Oh my God.
Like, where did that come from?
Yeah. Because guys, they have to make themselves look really good with women, Some guys do. To make them, I guess, think about them more,
Yeah, but it's like the catfish thing.
Yeah.
Eventually, you're going to know that you aren't who you said you were.
I know.
So if you are telling me...
too well.
If you're telling me that, you're like, you got a fucking hammer and you're going to freaking pound me, then when you come up and you got like a wrench or whatever the fuck it is, I don't know. I'm bad with tools. But I mean, I'm just, giving a metaphor. Then really, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Just keep your business to yourself and then let me determine what that is, right? That's false advertising.
If it even goes that far.
I call it perpetrating the fraud all the time.
That's a good one, too.
Don't perpetrate the fraud.
Exactly.
It's
so funny.
I guess it's all relative, but...
Yeah. And it's like you would think at that age, in your late 50s, guys are like that. Even worse than the guys in their 30s.
They're still got to be bigger.
Why?
Mine's bigger than yours. Mine's bigger than yours. And you know what the sad thing is? Is that women now, their cocks are bigger than the guys.
Yeah.
That's what it's become.
Yes, it is.
That's what it's become.
It's true. They want to be men.
Well,
I hate to say it. Because they were all independent. No offense to the women out there.
No,
hate mail.
But I mean it in that sense, meaning that the women now are like, you know what? You could suck in bed. I'll just get on top. I'll do what I got to do. I'll get my shit off. You get the fuck out and we're good to go. And, which is great and God bless. No, hey, that's great. If I personally, I don't need that. I'd rather be by myself. But at the same token, sometimes we need what we need. And if you are that type of woman that all you need is that you want to ride that and you need that to get off and you really don't need them to do anything. Mm-hmm. You're going to do it all. Mm-hmm. You're just going to use them for their equipment. Then God bless. No, I'm serious.
My eyes are
looking at me like that. Like what?
Because I never heard that before.
Well, I've had women comment and say stuff like that, like a comment like well, it does, even if they suck, I'll do the work. I'll enjoy myself no matter what. Has been the reaction that I've gotten. So you know what? God bless. I mean, me, I won't put that much effort into it. At that point, I'm good. Like, let me just get this over with. Let me exit the premises.
And go to sleep.
And I'm done. Yeah, I don't need to, it's not, I'd rather take care of myself. Like I said, I got 3 minutes. I'm good to go.
3 minutes.
Have a good day. I'm asleep. It took me longer to find the right porno to watch than it did for me to take care of myself.
Shit.
I mean, please. It's true, though. Look, it's real talk.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on? I don't know.
Is the door on?
Yeah, I think it is. Well, there could be somebody. There could be an axe murderer coming to get me.
Oh, please, no.
Yep. It is. No, actually, I have one of my friends is probably coming by. Don't get nervous.
Okay.
But it's not. I'll get a text if that be the case. I don't know. I hear noises and the show is on, so it's all good. You guys are listening to Real Talk with Karen Stacy live on MiamiMikeRadio.com, and I am here with my girl Maria, and we got a lot of comments over here.
I can't.
Should we try to look at them, or you know what? Because I don't want people to think that we're ignoring them. So you know what I'm going to do? I will look on here since I can't see it either.
I can't see a freaking thing right now.
Bear with me. All right, don't worry about it.
Glasses
I will do it, and then...
Oh, Tia from Brooklyn, love you. Thanks for the glasses. Betsy,
Brooklyn.
I knew I was going to say it wrong.
Brooklyn.
What is this, Betsy? What is it? Oh, my God. She's gonna kill
Betsy Johnson.
Betsy Johnson, yes. Thank you, Tia from Brooklyn.
I love Betsy Johnson. She's funky. All right, let's see. All right, Vincent said, oh my, there's a lot here. It has nothing to do with that. It all has to do on how your food intake is vitamin D. Wait a minute. Where am I here? Oh, he's going with the hormones. All right. I'll read this. I wasn't sure where we were going because this was like in the middle of whatever. Food intake and vitamin deficiencies like vitamin D that is prone and controls hormones. If that is low, and many other minerals and amino acids especially throw hormones out of balance. As we were younger and we are not dealing with these problems, as we get older, these problems develop, not because we make it happen. We just don't know about what we need to figure it out. And that's what you're seeing with older men. So you know what? In response to that, I never realized that, you know, the older men get, the less, you know, it is definitely hormonal. I had my doctor on the show, like a year and a half ago. I actually take hormones, and these are all true. And there are a lot of men now that, it doesn't work. But that wasn't what we were talking about. We weren't talking about the fact that they couldn't get it up.
Right.
We were talking about the fact that they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Right. That's completely
totally different.
You know, I mean, not that if they can't get it up, we're happy about that, but which is the only time a dick pic is advantageous. If they show it to you and it's actually working, then we know that maybe there's potential. No, I'm only kidding, but no, I'm not really not. Bruno said that we're killing it. Oh, thank you, Bruno. You're the best. All right, let's see. Keep the glasses on. Shut up, Anthony. I can't see when I take the glasses off. I'm sorry. Stevie Boy Production says Godmother of Old Skool in the building. Aw,
thank you.
See that? Okay, we got too technical. Boy, we got more here. Vincent, is he a doctor? Vincenzo?
Who is that?
Vincenzo Leon.
Oh, he's
may need to go check their the estrogen and
we're not talking about that.
And prolactin, and the court is all levels. If they do, they will see them go through the roof. Yeah, save the dick pics. Thank you, Jen. I'm saving them. Trust me. All right, I'm gonna try to. Oh, see, I can't go back.
Oh, you can't go back? What about on here? Go on.
I know, but I can't see because then I gotta move it. So unless I don't know, can I put your glasses on? Let me see if I can see what your glass is. Yeah, we can't. Oh shit, I can't see a fucking thing with these. Shit. Oh well, that's even worse.
What are you trying to say?
No, well, we have different eyesight. Yeah, this is called approaching 50.
I'm already there.
This is okay. Well, I'm gonna be there soon. But, okay, I can't go back down from this either. Yeah, speaking of which, whatever DJs are listening right now, my 50th, I want you all DJing my party. Get with the program. You come into my birthday party, just so you know. It's going to be in April. I don't know where. I don't know when. I don't know why. But I'm putting it out there now, so everybody has the time. Yeah, okay, so we're talking. I can't read what that says. Oh, God damn it. See, guys, I can't. We can't see, so we can't really comment. Muffin Muncher. Oh, my God.
Who said that?
Mike. He's impossible.
Shame.
He's impossible. What could I do?
He's a cool dude.
Convo is getting better. Oh, I see. See, once you talk about sex everybody wants to know.
They all wake up now.
Yeah, hello. No pun intended. They're all up.
She's bad, but I love her. Oh, awesome.
This is funny shit. All right. Well, let's see. Here's another thing. So, well, first, let's talk about this. You're a little hottie girl. What do you do to stay in shape?
I eat.
Fuck you.
No, I swear to God.
Sorry, that just came out.
Well, fuck you
Sorry,
too.
That just came out.
No, I haven't worked. To be honest with you, I wish my brother Frankie was here. He would tell you I eat like an animal. Oh, I could eat out.
We can't be friends anymore.
I was going to say. I could eat out anyone, but that didn't come out right. What I was going to say was I could eat a lot. I mean, a lot. And I could eat all day long. But I haven't worked out in a while, over a year now.
All right.
I mean, I do my squats here and there, but nothing crazy like with the weights and stuff. I haven't done that in a very long time.
All right. Let's not talk about this anymore because I'm going to get aggravated.
All right. We don't want you to get aggravated. We don't know what's going to come out of your mouth.
You know what? God bless you that you can look like that and not fucking do nothing. Right.
Thank you.
Yeah,
and you look gorgeous too. You have a beautiful body
thank you.
too.
Yeah, well, hello.
Hello.
That's called not eating. It's called starving myself, being in the gym, and everything else that I got to do to freaking try to get there. So,
You're good.
Not everybody has it like you, bitch.
No.
I mean,
it's
sweetheart.
all right. You can call me. Listen, if you want to call me bitch, call me. I've been called worse. Call me whatever you want.
I'll say it to your face. So that's
it's all good here.
And I say it with much love.
With love.
Yes, and I'm not jealous of anybody, but
no,
you know what? God bless you, man.
Thank you.
I wish.
Thank you.
All right, so let's talk about, do you think that anyone is like true blue and loyal anymore?
No.
Geez, don't take a minute to think about that answer.
One friend of mine, I think so, yes. No names mentioned, but yes, I believe that he is. And then, of course, my kids, my brothers, my immediate family. Yeah.
Well, you're lucky that your family is loyal, because usually, right, you could pick your friends, you can't pick your family.
Yes.
So you're fortunate that you could say that, because a lot of times family fucks you the hardest.
No kidding. Yeah, but I do. Yeah, I have maybe one that I know. Two that I know are, and then maybe let's just stick with two.
So, I mean, but I'm just saying, at this point, though, I don't know that people, I think loyalty is, what would be the word? I mean, there's not a lot of it out there.
No, there isn't.
And I think people are loyal to whomever they're with at the moment.
Yes.
So, like, if you're with me, you're loyal to me. And then when you're with Anne-Marie, you're loyal to Anne-Marie, and fuck Karen. So and I don't play like that. And a lot of people will, talk, shit. And I don't like that, because I'm going to say the same thing in front of you, behind your back, or to you. Right. So, and to the other person. So that pisses me off, because to me, loyalty means everything.
Of course.
Like, your word should be bond.
Right.
And that is, and again, going back to old school, because that's not the way it is anymore. No one's word, not no one, but a lot of people's word are not bond. That's why, like, when I said to you, are you sure you're going to be okay, to drive with the weather that never happened?
I know,
and
right?
Thank God we didn't cancel.
Yeah.
And, but you were like, I would never do that to you.
No.
So, it's not that I thought you would, or certainly not intentionally, but my feeling was that I didn't want you to be uncomfortable, to have to travel if the weather was bad, and then you got to get home or whatever.
Right.
So that was the reason why I was asking that. And you were like, no, I would never do that to you. So many people tell you, yeah, and I've had people literally cancel a show an hour before I was supposed to do it.
Wow. And
maybe it was an extenuating circumstance or whatever.
Right.
And I don't think people do it intentionally, but it happens, and so I do think that loyalty is a very questionable thing. I think if you find someone that is loyal, you should hold them tight and never let them go.
That's true.
Because
that's so true.
It's and like we said, really the proof is in the pudding. You really don't know that person's loyalty until it is put to the test, so to speak. And I don't mean testing them, but I mean in a situation where it's shit or get off the pot, and that's when you see where their loyalty actually lies. And you know what? That being said, there's a fine line, because we're adults now, right? So we have to kind of mind our own business in certain respects. So going back to what we were talking about earlier, if I see you talking to Anne-Marie, and I know Anne-Marie is a snake, it's not my business to school you on Anne-Marie.
Right.
As a human, I may just tell you, watch. But it's not my business to tell you.
Well, they'll figure it out on their own anyway. Sooner or later, it all comes out.
And again, so that's where the loyalty has that little bit of a gray area, because we are adults.
Yes.
So I will stand behind you 100%, but it's not always someone's place to get involved in that situation. The same way somebody shouldn't be telling you somebody else's business.
The problem is sometimes people get involved and they shouldn't be getting involved.
That's exactly what I was just about to say.
See that? Great.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Is that
that's
the problem? Is that
shouldn't
it shouldn't be in that.
Yes.
Shouldn't be happening.
Mind your business.
Mind your business. There you go.
That's what I'm talking about.
So that's the freaking real talk right there. Mind your business. Right?
Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Wait, shut your mouth, Grandma. That's what they say. Shut your mouth.
Grandma.
Practical Jokers. You don't watch that?
No, I don't watch that.
They're hysterical.
Oh my God. I don't
Shut
watch
your
anything.
mouth, Grandma.
I don't watch nothing. I'm terrible. Usually by now I'm already in my 10th dream.
Are you serious?
Well, yeah, because I
don't sleep.
I put my kid to bed at 9 o'clock. We go up at like 8:45. I lay in bed with him, and then I'm done. I lay in bed. If I stay awake, I'm good. Yeah. And then I make my way into my bed. I snuggle up with my dog. And, maybe I'll scroll around. I'll listen to some meditation stuff. I do whatever. But I don't participate in the world. Yeah. After 9 o'clock at night, I have no participation in the world. I'm just done. I shut down because I start very early in the morning. And like you said, you need your time to yourself. That's me. That's my quiet time. Yeah. And if I'm stimulated at that time, I won't sleep at all. So that's why I can't. Like a lot of times we have great.
Do you fall asleep fast? See, I don't. My mind goes a mile a minute.
Well,
I think about everything.
Right. And so that's the reason why I have to quiet my mind. So that's the reason why a lot of times there are great shows on the radio station and I don't participate in any of them because I have to shut down at that time. Right. If I start doing that and I'm listening to great music or different things, I will be up. It makes my heart pound. And then I'll be up and then I start thinking and all of that. Right, so at 9 o'clock, I shut everything down because if I don't, I will not shut down.
Right, gotcha.
Because that's what happens to me. My brain starts going and I start thinking and next thing I know, it's like 12 o'clock and I'm like, fuck. And I'm still awake. Me too. And then the alarm goes off and I want to shoot myself in the head. So, it's definitely, that wind down is definitely important. So that's why, like for me, I don't know when do you watch whatever the hell that is that you were talking about? What? That I live under a rock with the grandma thing.
Shut your mouth. Oh, and Practical Jokers. From? It's a True TV. They're hysterical.
Oh.
You never watched them?
I don't even know what is True TV.
The four friends that go around and do impractical jokes on people. It's
What's
hysterical.
True TV?
That's the station, True TV.
What is that on? Cable?
Cable, yeah, cable.
Oh. I don't know.
Don't scare the shit out of me because I'm ready to run.
It's windy. It's windy.
Oh my God! I'm so sorry. Who is that?
It's windy outside, and so you hear you can hear it because it's windy out. Yes, no, it's fine. We're all good. We don't have no axe murderer coming for us. We're all good. It's just windy. It's this New York weather is a little bit. It's a little bit crazy over here. You never know what the wind might blow in. You never know. You never know what the wind might blow in. All right. So wait, where were we now? We were the Practical Jokers that I don't know what the hell that is. No, I don't watch True TV. Never heard of it. I don't even. It's on cable?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. What do I know? See, I'm all good.
Yeah.
It's Rob McCabe that opened the door. Hi, Rob. How are you? Mike is too funny. Oh, my goodness. See, they said you're doing great. My aunt came on and said we're twins.
Who, your aunt?
Yeah.
Hi, Aunt.
Hi,
Aunt.
Auntie. Yeah, we're twins. It's funny, though. That. You know what? I could see that because the two of us with the big mouths, big boobs.
See, now we're starting to talk alike.
I could see
big
it.
Mouths.
I could see it.
He's even saying
the big mouth,
the big mouth, and the big boobs.
The big mouth, the big boobs. Everything else that's going on. We're both like 2 feet tall, and our mouths supersede us. That's all.
Because we tell it like it is.
Yeah, I know. God forbid. You think anybody would come near us?
Yes. Oh,
no, they wouldn't.
Yes,
They'd
would.
Be scared.
They would love us.
They'd be so scared. Could you imagine a guy trying to talk to us?
Oh, but we'd be nice.
Oh my God! But they would be scared shit.
Yeah,
right. I'd be telling people to go fuck their mother. And it'll be great. It'll work out well. No, I'm only kidding. Listen, we're harmless. I mean, come on. She's from Brooklyn. I'm from the Bronx. How bad could it be? Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, you are the best, and I really appreciate that you drove all the way over here.
It was an honor, like I said. Well, I love it.
Hopefully, fun. And we had some great ideas for upcoming shows.
Yes.
So that's going to be...
That's going to be so much fun.
We're going to do a little something.
Something different.
A little something different. We got to get it in the works.
Yes.
And we will get that going.
Let me say, Maureen, if you're still on, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, geez. Okay, she knows.
Because she's involved.
Oh, see, Steve is from Country Club, the Bronx Italian Hood. There you go. So we probably know each other. I don't know how old you are, Steve. Steve Morano.
Oh, he's the one
he's from Country Club.
Yes. The one calls me godmother of Old
Yes,
Skool.
godmother of Old
Hi,
Skool.
Steve.
Yeah, you got to get together with Sal Abatello, godfather of
my brother
freestyle.
Dominic knows him.
There we go. Is there anybody your family don't know?
They know everyone practically.
We got the family from Sicily on.
I know.
We got everybody.
Ciao.
Yeah, you see, we got everybody here. Thank you guys all for staying with us and for tuning in to Real Talk with Karen Stacy, and for tuning in. What time are the Dancing Midgets coming on?
Hey.
Well, actually, yeah, that's the king himself, Mr. Miami Mike. So, Mike, honestly, we're probably the closest thing to midgets that we know. We'll start
and you
dancing,
know what?
right?
It's cute, though.
Yeah, we'll start
5
dancing.
5 feet. Cute.
We'll start dancing. There's no dancing midgets, and thank you. There's no spider above my head. You frig. There's no spider. He was messing with.
Yeah,
us.
but if there was, I wouldn't have been here.
My thing is falling.
Yeah, I know.
I'm droopy. We gotta fix it. I'll figure it out. My Bob the Builder. I'll figure it out. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I just want to remind you of all of the shows that we have on MiamiMikeRadio.com. Mondays we have Tech House with DJ Luke from 12 to 2. Then we have The Ride Home with the Portuguese Prince, DJ Paulie, and his co-host Donna from 6 to 9. First of every month, we have Mind Candy Mondays with DJ Rob Mush from 9 to 11. Sending much love out to Rob Mush for a speedy recovery. Then, of course, Tuesdays, we have Afternoon Lunch Mix with DJ Steve Simply Nice from 1 to 3. And then we have some pop-ups. I saw Miami Mike, I think, was on for a quick minute today. And then, of course, every Tuesday is Real Talk with Karen Stacy at 8 p.m. Wednesdays, we have the Classics with Mike Mulata from 4 to 7 p.m. And the Mayhem Loyal Listener Show with the Wonder Twins, Hamilton Czar, and Maymay at 8 p.m. Thursdays is a Traffic Jam with DJ Michael Anthony from 4 to 6 p.m. And where am I? I got to get my papers right because Karen falls asleep and doesn't know all the shows. Okay, then we have Friday Night Sessions with DJ Steve Simply Nice from 8 to 10 and Tony Sanapi from 10 to 12. And then we have Saturdays DJ Ghazi from 8 to 10 p.m. Saturday Night Dance Party with my 19th favorite DJ, Anthony Mangini, from 10 to 2. And then Sundays, we have a classic mix with DJ Mike Mulata from 12 to 2. So we got a lot of cool stuff. Old Skool, you want to listen. Yes. I don't know how often you get to listen to the station. Like I said, I was jamming this morning at the gym.
To the techno?
It was
Techno's
like
so
techno house club.
Yes.
It was like
That's
a
the
little
best
bit of
music to
everything.
work out.
And it was, it was banging. It took me back to like the late 90s. Late 90s, early 2000, more like late 90s when I was out there like, dancing and all that. It was freaking, that music was banging. Had a lot of fun this morning at the gym. Who says that, right? I had a lot of fun at the gym.
Nobody.
Right. Not you, because you freaking look good and don't
Thank
fucking
you.
do nothing. Thank you very much.
I'll get back into the swing of
I'll
things.
be cursing you all day for that one. No, I'm only kidding. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you next week. So don't forget, next week, I got Bobby coming on, and instead of it being a bitch fest, we're going to have the testosterone is going to enter the building. So it's not going to be like an estrogen party. We're going to have some testosterone in here. So we're going to we asked where all the good guys are, right? Where all the gentlemen.
Yes.
And so when he comes on, he's going to ask where all the good girls are. So we're going to attempt to, I don't know, we're putting out an SOS. Where the fuck are you guys? Where are all the good guys? Where are all the good girls? Raise your hand and show yourself. Yeah, right? There we are. It's all good. They're going to put us in a little, like, we're going to be in a
box.
Little, a little frame.
Like what are they, those show things?
Yeah, exactly.
We'll
a little
this.
showcase. We'll be in the museum.
This.
Well, we'll be the dancing midgets.
The good girls.
We'll be the dancing midgets. Exactly. There we go.
Girls.
The good girls dancing by themselves like the midgets. Yes.
Aww.
With batteries.
Can't forget the batteries.
Can't forget the batteries.
No.
Anybody that wants to invest in any stocks, I would say you should invest in batteries.
Yes.
That's what I would say, because that's the state of affairs we live.
Yep, that's true.
All right, and on that note, I love you all.
Love you guys. I had so much fun.
Yay, me too. All right, I'm signing off on MiamiMikeRadio.com. Bye, you guys. All right.